Hey YouTube, this is Kentucky Wildcat Fan 78. Now, I know Halloween is still 10 months away, but I'd like to talk about something. Now, if you get your whole display set up when it's time, and you still have some extra stuff around that you want to use, here are some ideas you can do. Now, if you have the regular old spotlights, the big round spotlight bulbs, and you have like a spooky looking tree, now you can use those to shine up on it. I did that with a tree that I have in my backyard that is dead right now, and it actually looked pretty creepy. I can't lie. Now, the best type of lights to do that with are typically green and blue. Now, I did 3 greens and a blue, only because I didn't have another green. And it actually looked pretty good. Now, another idea you can do is, now, if you feel like spending a little bit of money on this idea, you can do this too. If you have, like, a crepe myrtle or something in that frame as far as, like, trees are concerned in your yard, you can do this. Now, this is not the exact one I have, but this is the same type, and that are these. Now, you can get these in any color, of course, but and what you can just do is stick it in the middle, point it up, and these actually shine really great on them. Now, the best one is red as far as creepiness is concerned, but this will work too. If you're going to get the blue, try and get a brighter one, just because more likely this won't work as well. Now, I got a set from Spirit Halloween after the season was over, which has a set of 3 that are similar to these, just without the stake, basically. Now, another idea is, if you have a creepy looking figure of some sorts, it can be a life-size animatronic, it could be a homemade thing, these would work well with it. Like, for example, I have a life-size figure that looks like a zombie girl. I don't use her motion or anything, I just use her just because she's creepy looking, and I used a red spotlight on her, and it actually looked really creepy, I can't lie. Now, another idea is, if you want to do a small graveyard, those are great for them too. Now, what else? Now, some other ideas you can do are like string lights. Just put them around, like you can put them around a pole, you can put them around your door, around some windows, whatever. Now, another idea you can do, depending on your theme, is this. I don't have the exact one, but I have the box, and that is, it's a plastic tube. It's called, and you can set it in your cemetery, or it doesn't have to be a cemetery really, but, and it can spew out fog. Now, instead of having, like, for the fog machine do like one straight line, you can do it where it'll do a straight line and then it'll split so that way it can go two ways. Now, it is a very cool thing, especially if you want to have fog in more than one location. Now, that is an also good idea too if you want to have like fog at the top, so you could connect it like to a wood thing, and it'd be kind of neat that way. Last but not least is this. If you want to have like an effect where it looks like something is like flashing, like, you know, having like an electrical issue, you can do this in two ways. Now, one, you can buy them from like Home Depot, Lowe's may carry them, Walmart will carry them, any of the big major retail outlets, and that is a bulb that'll look like it's flashing. It's not a strobe light, but it's made to look like that effect. You just screw it into any socket. You flip it. It has a switch. You can flip it, and it'll do like an effect where it kind of looks like it's having power issues. You can also get in a hanging version too. Now, I have it with me. While I get it, this is what I'm talking about. You can just hang it like this, and it looks very cool. Now, one of the great things about them too is they are LED, so they can as you can see a little bit from it, it is normally brighter, but the basement is cold right now too, so I think it's doing the best it can. Now, there is water in this. Why, I don't know, but I will try and get that out. But as you can see, it does this. Now, these are kind of neat for if you want to have like a dimly lit room, and you want to make it look like it's having some power issues. Now, last but not least is this. Now, if you don't really want to go that extreme, but you still want to have something, you can do these, which are LED projection whirl of motion lights. Now, how are they similar to the kaleidoscope? Well, for one, the kaleidoscope are just like 1 to 2 colors, and they'll project like on a wall or something. This will have a figure in it. Like this one has witches. I have another one that has ghosts. Now, the good thing about it is you can find these at Walmart. I know Lowe's carries these. Walmart carries these. Home Depot carries these. Target has them, but they have their own versions of them. These are made by Jimmy. And like you can project these on the wall, and they will have something like this one has a web, and then the farther you stretch it back, the bigger the web gets, and then the spiders will kind of look like they're going in and out of the web. The witches one will have just looks like witches flying around. I have another one where it has ghosts that flies around that I added late last year. And then you can also get them in, trying to think, you can get them in multiple things. You can also get them in eyes, which I did a video on this channel. You can also get them in skulls. And there are other things in there you can get them in, which is very cool. They are LED, so they will be bright and they will last a long period of time. And it will just kind of look like they're moving around. They're very neat. You can also get them in Christmas as well. Christmas, you can get them in multiple ones as well. You can get them in snowmen, Santa Claus. You can get one with like a sign that says like "Let It Snow," with stuff around that. You can get them in multiple ones. They are very cool. For the basic ones at Walmart will be like, now they may go up due to the popularity too, but at Walmart they were like $14.96 for the basic one, and then for the Projection Plus, which will have an extra light, which is what the Spider one was, will be like $19.96. But at Big Lots, where I got the spider, or the spiders and the witches was $20 and the spiders was $25. I don't know about Home Depot because I did not buy anything from Home Depot Halloween wise. And then, I mean, they're very neat. They're extremely reliable. Now, some people have had bad luck with them. Now, that sucks. They've had bad luck with them. But to the most part, I've never had any issues with them. And, like, I had mine out for over a month. You know, and I think to the most part, they were on almost all the time, too. And I never really had any problems with them at all. But besides that, those are some ideas you have if you're looking for some quick Halloween ideas. I will do an inflatable one later on.